Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Dragon Quest III. When we last left off, we had traveled up to the town of Norvik to find that everybody was unconscious due to a curse placed upon it by the Queen of the Fairies, due to what we ended up finding was a bit of a tragic Romeo and Juliet kind of love story, I suppose. We ended up waking the town up, and in doing so, well, we ended up getting kind of our next lead for where the plot, or our next lead on our father's quest, and a fairly useful item in the form of the magic key, both of those in the town of Asham. So, time to make our way over that direction, I would think. Oh yeah, we also got a boomerang for Natasha. That's cool. Alright. So yeah, that bridge you just saw there before, the encounter rate being a bit high, keeps throwing these things at us. That bridge, crossing that bridge is going to be, well, where things are going to get a bit more interesting. That is where we need to be heading to, and we can actually do this, I believe, at any point. Like, there's nothing to stop us from doing this. I don't know if there's something in the event flags that means that we have to do that quest to get the crown or go wake up the town of, what's it called? I don't know, I suppose it's one of those things, like if you were to watch speedruns of this game, that might answer that question. I legitimately don't know, though. Only game I've ever watched a speedrun from this series is the first one, and that was a tool-assisted speedrun that abused some serious luck manipulation. Like, they only got to 2 fights, not including the final boss. Those being, well, metal slimes, predictably. So that way they could get, like, the most experience possible in the game with the least amount of effort. And of course, because they luck manipulated to basically have no encounters except those 2 encounters. Actually, yeah, there's also the dragon. Actually, I don't know if they saved the princess in that speedrun. They might have done it without saving her. It was a long time ago that I watched it. It was a tool-assisted speedrun. Like, you know, Dragon Quest 3, or the original Dragon Quest beat in like 30 minutes tool-assisted speedrun. And yeah, if you use luck manipulation and not get into any fights ever in the game, except like a 1 or 2 metal slime just to make sure you aren't going to completely get murdered by the final boss. Yeah, the game has like basically no content to it almost. But yeah, so notice that we've after crossing that bridge, we started running into enemies from the last dungeon we were in, where we ended up finding the Dreamer's Ruby or whatever it was. I forget what the thing was stolen that caused the Fairy Queen to put the curse on that town. And yeah, crossing that bridge puts us into a new section of the encounter table. I'm actually going to be going through 2 different sections of the encounter table here through this video, if I'm not mistaken. Oh hey, Labor got a level up. That's always nice. 2 HP, I don't know, MP increase. Let's see, plus 3 to strength, plus 2 to resilience, plus 1 to luck and agility, and no bonus to wisdom. That stinks. Alright. By the way, that cave will be important, but not for a while. Oh, hello. That's a new enemy. Vampire Cat. Let's see, Vampire Cat. Level 11 enemy, 40 HP, 4 MP, 48 attack, 49 defense, 28 agility. Gives 65 experience, 20 gold, and, okay, looks like they can do a guaranteed critical hit or defend themselves. They also have a 1 in 256% chance of dropping a cat suit. Looks like it's actually a really good piece of equipment for a thief. Okay, now. Huh. I didn't realize that item existed. Okay. So yeah, that actually drops a very rare piece of armor that is actually not super great, but changes your character's field or appearance on the battlefield, or on the world map, their exploration, whatever. So that's kind of interesting. Alright, but after all that walking, here we are. A far more deserty looking town than the map would have you believe. Our town is famed for its most exotic and alluring belly dancing. You must enjoy some while you are visiting us. I'm on board with that. Welcome to the town of Asham, wanderers. Yours is a face I have not seen before, friend. I must tell you something of this place. When buying from our merchants, do not show any signs of desiring the item in question. Do so and the price will soar. You have been warned. I remember that actually is something factoring in mechanically or just a thing. The thing that's said, whatever. Do you know do you know all that there is to know of this part of the world, friend? I barely know where we are, so why not you inform us, buddy? The kingdom of Isis lies in the desert to the west of here. This knowledge will be of great use to you, I am sure. Okay, so now that we know, what if we say, yes, we do know that? Don't attempt to discourage me from this most unlikely claim. Or me with this most unlikely claim. I have something to tell you. No, so he's going to tell us either way. Yeah, cool. I heard that Ortega bloke got the arrow came here once and then set off southward looking for some key. But he wasn't the sort to need a key to open a door. He'd have just bashed the thing in, eh? Hard as nails he was. I want to be just like him when I grow up. Alright. If you travel to the south and follow the line of the mountains, you will reach a shrine in the center of a foul marsh. The old man there knows something of that most valuable of items, the magic key. Ah! Well then, I think we might go talk to him. Now, what were the directions again? South, follow the line of the mountains. You will reach a shrine in the center of foul marsh. Okay, if it's a shrine he's thinking about, that's not really very good directions at all, actually. And yep. Locked door. And what are you selling? Oh, right. Okay. Oh yeah, most of the stuff that this guy's selling isn't super great. No, actually, the magical skirt might be useful. It might be useful in Natasha. Black pajamas. Wait a moment, I need to check on something. Is that what did they, with the new translation, do what I think they did there? Let's see. There it is. Armor. Okay, not what I was thinking. I mean, it is kind of what I was thinking, but not what I was thinking. That makes sense. I was thinking, like in previous translations, I would notice the ninja suit. Like, the ninja suit's not just a pair of black pajamas. No, it was apparently black suit, though the art of the item makes it implied that it is a ninja suit. Anyway. And let's see, and then an iron helmet. Kind of useful, I suppose. Main thing though is that actually the black pajamas will be even better. We'll get to this town here in a moment, though, or into that shop for a moment. Cause he's kind of a special shop, and that's what that one guy was referring to, I think. Oh right, this guy's only open at night. I forgot about that. And yeah, you're just a normal shop. You're just a normal item shop. You're a normal armor and weapon shop. Your selection ain't super great, though. Of course, we have an inn. And in the inn, that's an awkward sentence, patch of coagulant. What the hell is that? One moment. Okay. Confuses enemies, okay. It apparently can actually be somewhat useful under certain circumstances, and we'll keep a hold on that. And what are you? Ah, okay. And so you're just like the other guy up there. I mean, we could give the gold chain to John, but I think it just seemed more relevant for him to have the rosary. Plus, the way those shops work can be a bit weird. So, if you don't need it, probably not great to bother getting it. Let's see. Warning, counterfeit dancing girls operate in this area. Beware of strange requests. That is a sentence. What? 1,000 apologies, but the theater does not open until evening, friend. Please, you must not make a nuisance of yourself. Leave the ladies to their practice. Now, girls, shake those hips. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, and a 2. Come, girls, we must try our hardest. No complaining now. Practice makes perfect. But, sister, I can barely move. I'm such a clumsy fool. Why can I not get the steps right? Well, for one thing, you're facing the wrong direction. That might help. Just visiting, are ya? Well, this town is bleeding marvelous, especially at night, if you know what I mean, alright? Okay. So we'll have to come back here at night to check on some things here really quickly, but while we're here, let's see. That's a super big increase. Pistol did something for me, but not worth putting the effort. Magical skirt. The main thing would be the iron helmet for John and the black pajamas for Natasha. Okay. And yeah, the one shop that we haven't been to, it's not super necessary on that. But yes, the two shops there where prices are not listed, you can buy items. But the thing is, the reason prices are not listed is because you can haggle with the shopkeep. I don't think with how it tends to work. I don't believe this is going to actually work with this. Let's take a look. Let's try this. My, you certainly have an eye for a bargain, friend. Shall we shake on the paltry sum of 38,000? No, that's a bit rich for my blood. Ah, you are most wily and hard-nosed negotiator. I bow before your unrivaled bargaining prowess. Very well, shall we pay 19,000 gold coins? Surely this price will please even such an expert as yourself. No. Please, friend, to go any lower would be to place my livelihood in jeopardy. But since you are a friend, just this once, I can offer you a price of 9,600 gold coins for this This is perfect, no? No, it isn't. May the lords in the heavens have mercy. Do you mean to put me out of business, friend? Actually, let me double check something here. Needs to do some math. Yeah, okay. The lowest he's going to go on this, we're not going to be able to afford it, but just to show the experience, we're going to do this. I can go no lower than 4,800. To do so would be to take bread from the mouths of my dear children. Deal? No. You will not take this most reasonable offer? That is a shame. Oh well, perhaps next time. And yeah, that's kind of the thing. They don't tell you the price, and that's because you can negotiate the price down. The price will never be more or less than 1/8 of what they originally offer you. Because of that, we actually can't really afford any of that stuff, and there's really not much worth in this town worth buying immediately. However, what is worth doing is, once again, playing around with the day-night cycle. We are going to wander around a bit. Oh shit! It's a giant that's a giant monkey. Let's see, Jackanape. Alright, Jackanape. Level 11 enemy, 60 HP, 0 MP, 55 attack, 40 defense, 21 agility, gives 60 experience and 30 gold, and can call for help and guaranteed critical hit. Oh, also, they have a 128 chance of dropping a Seed of Strength. So, with that in mind, we're actually going to focus... that's right, because Natasha can hit everything. We don't have to target with her. And yep, you can call for friends. That's great. And that's a great reward. Let's keep walk until it gets to proper nighttime here. Let's see. And of course with the boomerang, much like with the whip, it hits multiple targets, but for each additional target that it hits, it does less damage. I just missed. What did Crystal just do? Some kind of goofing off. I didn't catch what it was though. Nighttime yet? There we go, nighttime. Alright, so the way things change up at night. I've got people here in the inn. The baths here are for the use of both men and women. How very unpleasant. And yeah, of course the people lying in bed are sleeping. Those shops are closed, but this one is now open. But doesn't really have much, like, it's not anything that we haven't seen before, which most of it is then going to be a downgrade. The only thing being the Iron Axe, which is a boost to attack power for both Layra and Crystal, but it's not super great. But just to give you a kind of frame of reference on some things here, that was, you know, something that is available for purchase through the Conman shop there they're referred to. And yeah, that can go as low as 2,000. With the minimum that it'll do on that. And yeah. No, actually, wait. No, let me double check my math on that here really quickly. Yeah, it goes as low as 5,000. So yeah, you still, even with the Conman shop, even if you talk them down on the price, it's still technically you're getting ripped off. There are a few things just because of how much earlier you can get certain items compared to some other things. Things that might not be a bad idea to pick up there, but yeah. Welcome to the theater, honored guests. Please make yourselves at home. Please not disturb me, they're just getting to the best part. Oi, Vashti, Vash, my little Vasharoon. Go on, girl. Crikey, she's a blinder, aye. Belly dancing is so much fun to watch. Come sit down with me and I'll explain the art and the ethos of the moves. Oh, the moves. Actually, belly dancing is pretty interesting to watch. Like, not just because, you know, you usually have women in minimal amounts of clothing, but, like, the muscle control and watching, like, that is so interesting to see. Do they have anything to say? You wish to dance with us, honored guests? Very well. A shake and a wiggle and a... Oh, that's right. Move your hips. No, not you. I want to talk to the girl. Welcome, friend. I am Vashti, shining star of this humble theater. Please do not come too close. You will disturb the dance. Alright. Meanwhile, there's this girl just standing out there. I wonder what's going on there. Oh, so we can go up here now. Nothing of interest. Don't you go giving my girl any funny ideas here. You got enough on her own already. Alright. Well, let's see what this girl has to say. She's kind of standing out here. Good evening, fair maiden. Are the stars not beautiful tonight? Okay. Didn't think it would actually affect this. Okay, I'll put John at the front of the party. Oh me, oh my, just look at you. What a handsome fellow you are. I wish to give you the priceless gift of a puff-puff. Will you permit me? Yes. Yes, let's give a puff-puff massage to the priest. Sure, that seems like a good plan. Something he'd totally be into. And he's traveling over the thief and a bunny girl. He might not be as pious as most priests tend to be. Yeah, let's go for it. That's enough for you. Ah, you are a serious, sober soul, I see. So be it, but if you should ever change your mind, I'll be waiting. Alright, so let's actually say yes. Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say this. Come then, follow me. And then we come over here. Goodness me, but I cannot see you all at once. Whatever do you think I am? Just you, my sweet, you and you alone. Come now, will you follow me to my private chamber? Then follow me. And then at that point, the party leader will separate. Now just sit right here on the bed. That's it, my sweet. It is all right with you if I turn off the lights, yes? Here we go then. Puff, 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 puff. Oh. What are you? Hey, that tickles. Not bad, eh? I give a puff, puff and a half, I do. Oh. My sweet, meet my father. He is the greatest practitioner of the puff, puff in all the lands of the world. That's me done then. Don't be a stranger, eh, sunshine? Okay, so given what Puff Puff is supposed to be, I am confused on many levels. Except, like, explaining that? Just look at what Puff Puff is usually supposed to be, and then, like, a dude, I don't know, my brain is somewhat confused how that works. So, my sweet, how are you feeling? Are you soothed and calmed? I do hope so. You'll come and visit us again soon, yes? John quietly and a little sheepishly rejoins the party. Alright, so let's redo our lineup here, actually. 52 HP, 57 defense. 51 HP, 57 defense. Oh, hey, they have the same amount. Interesting. 52 HP, 55 defense. 34 actually. There we go. Let's see, yeah. Layra. 73 HP, 57 defense. 55 HP, 71 defense. 58 HP, 57 defense. 53 and 55. Oh. Okay, so yeah. Change up the lineup a little bit. Still put Layra at the front. Natasha, Crystal, and John. Alright. So let's take a moment, rest at the inn. And yeah, this is mostly just kind of a stop on the journey. It's not really where we're going to. Although it was implied that Ortega came here to look for the magic key, it's not really here. Instead, we have to follow the edge of the mountains to the south. Oh, joy. Yeah, let's focus on the Jackanape. Or not the Drac, the Vlad, rather. Like, I see what they're going for with that name, Drac the Vlad. But, like, that is an awkward name to say. You know, attack the Drac the Vlad. Like, Drac the Vlad sounds like a title, like an individual name, not like a name of a group. Or really like you're attacking a Drac the Vlad. That sounds awkward. At least to me it does. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being weird. But yes, then if we go south from here... Ah, and that's right, I forgot there's some mountains there as well. I forgot about that. Ah, Gwiller Pillars. Alrighty. Actually, we've actually kind of wandered into a second different area of the encounter table. Because yes, enemies are a little bit stronger. For example, Gwiller Pillars here. Level 13, 45 HP, 0 MP, 45 attack power, 40 defense, 20 agility, gives 96 experience, 42 gold. They can breathe fire and have a 1 in 128 chance of dropping a seed of wisdom. Also, given that they breathe fire predictably, they are fully resistant to fire, so yeah. Thankfully, Layra's attacks. Yeah, Layra attacks. Oh, that's right. I rearranged the order. Like, wait, where is John? Never mind, I rearranged the order of the party. That actually makes sense. Okay. Okay, miss. What the heck did Crystal do? She was like twirling her fingers in front of Natasha's face, but I missed what that actually did. Follow along here along the mountains. There's a marsh with a shrine in it. Of course, poison tile damage you as you walk across it. Do you seek the magic key, Wanderer? Yes, we do. In the northern part of the desert stands a great pyramid. It is there that you will find the key. But beware, for it is a most treacherous place, filled with fiendish traps. Before you enter, you must seek knowledge of its various contrivances in Isis. Look for a great oasis, and there you shall find the city. Alright. Don't mind us, we're robbing you blind. Oh, hey, a mini medal. Nifty. Got 3 of those in our inventory now. Nothing of interest there. Anything in these drawers? Nothing there. Nothing there. Any interesting books you might have, old man? Girl's Own Annual. If I remember correctly, just creates changes someone to the tomboy personality. Let me double check that here. Yeah. Tomboy. Which, yeah, since Natasha's already a tomboy, doesn't really need to talk about that one too much. Alright. And then there's the oasis he's talking about where you can find... Oh! Oh my! Okay, so we got 2 new enemies here. The Betterfly, an upgrade of the Batterfly, which is a... What? Alright, that was... No. Wrong thing. What is this one? The Betterfly. Level 10 enemy with 26 HP, 4 MP, 49 attack power, 35 defense, 17 agility, 55, and they give 55 experience and 15 gold. They can call for help, can poison, and have a 128 chance of dropping a poison needle. As for the Crabberdaberdoo, upgrade predictably of the other crab enemies we've seen. This one is a level 12 enemy, 40 HP, 30 MP, 50 attack power, 110 defense, 19 agility, 78 experience, 23 gold. Pardon me, can cast a buff, and has a 1 in 64 chance of dropping a bronze shield. Let's focus on the crab first. Just because his ability to cast a buff could potentially be problematic. And Crystal can't cast spells. Alright, the Betterfly is down. Crystal calls for backup, but no one came. Because no one ever does when she calls for backup. Oh, fuck. Cat killed Lyra. Oh, now he casts a buff on himself. Oh, that's quite a boost. 110 points of defense increase there. Yikes. Alright. John boy. Whoosh. spells go past defense. You mostly have to just worry about whether the enemy is resistant to them. But typically enemies with high defense usually aren't. Oh. Okay. Alright. Welcome to the town of Isis. Welcome, welcome, brave hero, to Isis once founded by old King Pharaoh. Gah, cleaned out a bleeding gain. When's my luck gonna change, eh? Welcome to the Monster Arena, where the beasts of the wild do battle. Dun, 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 dun. And yep, another Monster Arena. Lo, I shall tell thee a tale. Oh, the queen, she snuck down to the Monster Arena, but the people pretended that they hadn't seen her. Huh, the queen's a gambling lady, huh? Friend, did you happen to see which monster won the last fight? No. Actually, never mind. It's not as if I had any money riding on it. Ha ha ha! Oh goddess, what have I done? You've just bankrupted yourself, methinks. What do you want from me? I will not move, you know. This is my place, mine. I was here first. I do not come here to gamble. I come here to study the fighting styles of the monsters. Honestly. Yeah, sure you do. Please, you must not tell Her Majesty that I shirked my duties in order to come here. It is our secret, yes? Fine. Yeah, it's another monster arena here. So, you know, if you're interested in that, there's that as a thing. You say you have come from far off Alahan? I have not heard of it. Some provincial backwater, I do not doubt. Why does everyone make fun of where we came from? Greetings, if you're looking for items, you're in luck. Now, how can I serve you? And what do you got? Oh, turban. Actually, it's not super great. It's an extra 2 points of defense. It's not a great upgrade. My husband owns the weapon and item shop here in town. Ah, he has such a head for business. A pair of boxer shorts. Boxer shorts. Well, first of all, let's throw that into the bag. Yeah, only John can equip them, and they're weaker than we have right now, so I don't need to worry about that. Natasha peers into the mirror and tries making a really haughty face for fun. Oi, Natasha, what are you doing? Come on, let's get going. Well met, brave adventurer. Will you permit me to sing you a heartfelt ballad? Yeah, sure, why not? Huzzah for the might of the meteorite, which powers the meteorite bracer. It's a beauteous sight, surprisingly light, and makes one as swift as a racer. That sounds like it might be useful. Nah, I needed that. Crossing the desert is a nightmare with that horrible with the horrible monsters and the crippling thirst. But one glimpse of the queen is enough to make it all worthwhile. She's incredible. Do you wish to partake in the cooling waters? Water is the most valuable commodity of all to us desert people. And anything useful in the well? I don't believe so, but let's double check. Oh, actually, there's something down here. Okay. Leap before you look. Personality changing book. That one is, yeah, Daredevil. So it could be useful. Though I kind of rolled the party with stats that I want. Though Daredevil, I can't remember, was Daredevil what I wanted? No, Tomboy was what I was looking for with Natasha, so we're good on that. Actually, Priest Boy, I need some help. Okay, fine, we'll walk up to you instead of at the counter. Fortunately, labor keeps dying. We really should do something about that. In the desert to the north stands the Great Pyramid, ancestral burial place of our kings and queens. I would dearly love to see it with my own eyes, but to look on its 1,000-year-old splendor is forbidden. It is a holy place, and those who trespass upon it without reason or plunder its treasures will most assuredly be cursed. Welcome. Alright, weapon shop. No. Slight boost for... Actually 9, that's a pretty solid boost. It's quite expensive though. Iron Axe, 5 points for Lyra, not great. 11 points for Crystal, it's pretty solid, but again, Crystal, kind of the back end of the party for the moment, just because of how gadabouts work. Let's see, Silk Robe. Slight boost for Natasha. Iron Shield. Ooh, that is actually a pretty solid boost for Lyra. And Iron 6 points for Lyra. 10 points for John. Might be useful. Maybe we're doing some upgrades here. Another mini medal. Very nice. So how many did that put? 4. 4 in our inventory. Very nice. Democrates' dilemma is not one to be sniffed at. After all, it is not a microcosm of life itself. Who's Democrates' dilemma? Or who's Democrates? What's his dilemma? What? Greetings to you. I am... Oh, this guy. Okay. Greetings to you. I am the philosopher Democrates. I stand here every day to await the coming of night. But when night approaches, I find myself yearning for the return of the day. Ah, what a conundrum. This kingdom is ruled over by our most radiant and beautiful queen. But of course you know this. That is why you have come to visit us, yes? To glimpse her fair visage? And yeah, this is the inn. And, let's see what Democrates does at night here. Oh, yeah. Gotta rearrange the party. But as for Whistle, what Whistle does is Whistle summons an enemy party based on where you're at. Okay, is everybody good? Status. Let's see. Alright, everyone's at full health. Okay. So let's spend a little bit of time getting some levels outside to see what Democrates is up to. But since it's already evening, so it shouldn't take too long. And more other pillars. That was quick. Alright. No. And nothing in there. I am the philosopher Democrates. I stand here every night to await the coming of the day. Oh, gentle sun, when will you rise at last? And if I am not here to greet you, will you rise at all? Ah, the Eureka moment, which if I'm not mistaken, that one is... yeah, genius. Okay, I'll make sure we're looking at this one. Alright. And not much really changes in town when it's nighttime here. So, let's hit up the inn. And then we shall head to go see the Queen. Lots of cats. Then again, this is kind of supposed to be the stand-in for Egypt, though if you look at the... Can we pull up the map here? Ah, we can. We're kind of more in... not really Egypt, and especially when you look at where the pyramid is. Like, no, we're over more... I would say Saharan Africa, the nations of that area. I'm not too familiar with, it occurs to me. You have just crossed the desert, have you not? How do I know? Because your nose is peeling, silly. Are you adventurous? Yes? Then you are no doubt reckless enough to wish to visit the Great Pyramid. Then be warned, there are places within its walls where magic has no effect whatsoever. From what I hear, that pyramid's got more tricks and traps to it than treasures. You'd best watch yourself if you're heading that way. The pyramid is the ancestral resting place of the royal family, harboring their noble remains and their treasures. It is the prospect of finding these riches that leads so many thieves to enter. It's nothing sacred. There we go. Yeah. Fail is a 4-letter word. Another personality changing one, that is the sore loser personality type. Which that one is... where are you at? Sore loser. 5% Sore loser. 5% penalty to strength, 5% penalty to wisdom, 5% penalty to luck, but you get a 5% bonus to agility and resilience. For certain, like if you're going for certain kinds of builds, that one might be useful. There are better choices, arguably, but you don't really end up with too bad of a loss to any stats. It's kind of like everything evened out kind of personality. Not super great, but not terrible either. Let's see. Nothing of interest in those drawers. Nothing of interest in those drawers. Let's see what you guys have to say first. It is my sworn duty to protect the Queen with my life, if necessary, and I could not be happier, to have her radiance greet me each and every day. For the sake of my Queen, I would give my life in an instant. My Queen. Have you heard the innocent song of the children? It is said that in it lies the secret of the pyramid. But though I have listened, heard and often, I cannot make it out. Come, let us sing the song together. Old King Pharaoh had 4 buttons, 2 of them he blessed. First the eastest of the east, and then the westest of the west. The others he considered worse, and placed upon each one a curse. So touch them not by Pharaoh's crown, or we will all come tumbling down. That might be useful. Our beloved Queen fears no being of this world or any other. Why, the Archfiend himself would fall to his knees before her incomparable beauty. We are the handmaidens of her exalted majesty. Every little girl in Isis dreams of being entrusted with our sacred duty. Those around me praise my beauty endlessly, but what use is beauty? Is it not fickle and fleeting? Okay, then the normal. Alright, and yeah, we haven't gotten much done, but it's been about 40 minutes, so I think we'll call this an episode. Tune in next time, folks, seems like we're heading towards a pyramid if everything is kind of pointing in that direction, towards finding that magic key. Until then, though, as always, later, folks.